Right, once again, it's the chairman of Barkingside, Jimmy Flanaghan. Just doing a video to update you on events of the past few weeks. Or I released something on Twitter, more just to keep people updated because we hadn't updated anyone since October, November, rather than a sympathy vote. This triggered a response from Ilford Football Club on their Twitter page, which I must say, in 100% honesty, it is the most valid thing I've ever had from Ilford. There is a hell of a lot of truth in the things that they've pointed out. And to be fair, if they'd been like that with us from the start about the whole situation, we wouldn't be where we are now. To validate what I mean by there being loads of truths, they're correct. We don't pay anything towards the pitch maintenance, but the reason we don't is because we pay the rent, and part of the terms of the contract are that they maintain the pitch and mark it for when we have home games. But they are correct, we don't pay towards the pitch maintenance. Barkingside as a football club, 2 chairman's tenures before mine in the year 2000 did sell the lease to their ground. But like I said, this was 2 chairmen before I took over in 2008. If you go back in Ilford's history, which if you follow the correct timelines and the mergers and all like that, is actually Dagenham and Redbridge now with all the mergers. But their Lim Road ground, they lost it. There's a lot of clubs that that's happened to. I wasn't trying to say that the reason we lost the ground was we need loads of sympathy for it. It's just remarkable, I think, that a club that did have its ground sold 24 years ago is still managing to keep going. He is right again that we didn't put in writing a proposal to Ilford, but I have got a document that I will share later in this video, which is Ilford Football Club Secretary's writing, which is the notes from a meeting he had with Tony McGrath, my vice chairman, where they outlined a deal that if Ilford acknowledge the original contract, we will do an addendum or amendment to that where we pay them a maintenance payment each season. We have got a good deal. I'm not denying we've got a good deal, and it is less than what most clubs are playing elsewhere. However, the facts of it are, to play a game at Cricklefield costs £150 a game. We are paying we're paying over double that, plus we pay for the dressing rooms on top of that. So we're paying over double what the rate is from the council to play a game at Cricklefields. Yes, it's less than what a lot of clubs are playing elsewhere, but we're only going by what is in the contract. The contract was set up in 2014 for a 5-year fixed period at a certain rate. Then after that, it's a rolling 1-year contract till 2031 that goes up by the rate of inflation. So we're not disputing that we've not got a good financial deal. The dispute is that Ilford are asking us to rip up that contract when we don't need to rip it up, and we are increasing the rent each year, but just by the terms of the contract, which state by the rate of inflation. It's not Barkingside's fault that up to this year the rate of inflation has not been particularly high, but we're doing the terms of the contract, which is all we're trying to get the point across. The events of the last year with the tenure and that, we're a community club. We do a hell of a lot in the community. It's not just about Barkingside Football Club. It's about the athletics that's been there 100 years. It's about the members of the public and the community that use the track to run round on a Tuesday and Thursday evening and on a Saturday morning. The schools also use it. I don't think there's a person out there that doesn't care about schools, even people who've not got children. They're part of our community, like they are the world over. I'd love to see Ilford Football Club blossom there. But also, I'd like to see the athletics blossom there. I'd like to see Barkingside blossom there. The more things that go on for that stadium with the existing users whose home it is as well, the better for everyone. What's not right is that 2 or 3 of the existing users are being forced out. I do quote the contracts a lot, but that was because we was informed that it was legally binding. We've still been told that there's no circumstances that we've been told by our solicitors that have changed that. So it's not up to us to prove the legality of it because we've been told it's legal. If it's going to be decided in the courts, it's up to Ilford because they're disputing what our solicitors have told us, which happen to be the FA solicitors. A precedent's been set for the last 10 years that we played was originally Monday, our traditional night, and Saturdays. It's now Wednesdays and Saturdays. But the precedent's been set. The rules can't just be changed because someone decides they're not getting enough rent. They're actually getting what are in the terms of the contract. I hope that shows we do take on board what Ilford is saying, and it was well drawn out, well written, and there are a lot of truths in it. I've just put our side on those truths so that people get the fuller picture.